On this episode of the Best of Bias podcast is episode 488, and guess what, y'all? We in season 5 now. Season 4 is in the past. Season 5 is here. Man, I got a lot to tell you guys, man. It's been a week. It's been a week since I saw y'all, so got a lot to talk about. We're in the NBA Finals. Some weird shit's going down in there. Spurs are weak. I don't know what's happening. We'll talk about that. Went to the movies, man. We saw Scary Movie 6. You know what I'm saying? We had to represent for Scary Movie. Super nostalgic from back in the 2000s and shit when we used to watch, sneak into the movies and watch Scary Movie. You know what I'm saying? Get a little lifted and go see that shit. So, got to talk about that. TV show wise, Apple TV is cooking, so I'll talk about that. Also, what else I got? I got some good stuff in here. Some good Love Island new season has started. I know everybody's watching that right now, so I got some of that to talk to y'all about. You know, a good little episode for y'all for season 5's first episode. So it's 488. It's your boy Lydell Dinero. Thank you for clicking play on this podcast if you're new, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with me today, and I apologize. I applaud you for that. Let me give you a little clap. Give you a clap to yourself, pat on the back, because this is the best podcast for the summer. Don't worry about it. Best of Bias, where we talk about a little bit of everything, you know what I'm saying? We bring it to the table, anything in the pop culture sphere. If it's out there, sports, pop culture, we talking about it. So get ready for a good episode today, and let's get right to that theme song. No more long talking. Again, it's your boy Lydell Dinero. Welcome. And let's do this thing. Yeah. It's the best of Bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of Bias. The best of Bias. Yeah, it's the best of Bias. What's up, people? What's up, my people? Thank you guys for being here today. Thank you guys for pulling up to the Best of Bias podcast, your favorite podcast of the summer, your favorite podcast where I just sit here and talk about pop culture and sports topics from the last couple of weeks and, you know, give my input and see if it's the same as yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, subscribe, wherever you're listening right now. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, leave a little comment. Leave 5 stars. Leave a little comment. Tell everybody how good of a job I'm doing. Helps for the algorithm. Spotify, same deal. I don't know what you do there. I don't really use Spotify that much. But I love you, Spotify, for hosting this podcast. Always, you're the best. And YouTube, of course. Like, hit that bell. Hit that subscription button. AKA has been doing a wonderful job. I don't know how many episodes we have. 300 plus videos on this YouTube page. It goes without saying, those videos would be nowhere near my YouTube if AKA wasn't grinding behind the scenes. So go show him some love on his page. Akio Young, he'll put it up there for y'all. Go show some love. You know, you can throw your Cash App up there or something if you want to as well. You know, hit him up a little something. You know, donate to the pie. We try to get bigger and better out here. What you doing, Clay? You acting crazy. Bigger and better is all we trying to do, man. So we'll get that Patreon going soon. As soon as we get some more followers in here, so we can get some more stuff. I know there's a lot going on in here already, and it's like, what else does this nigga need for his studio and to get shit popping? But more content's coming, man. I got the gaming channel popping now, Best of Bias Gaming. Go check it out over there. Videos will be popping up, as well as videos will be popping up still on the Best of Bias page here. Doing some gaming, man. I'm getting deep in that new season of Fortnite. Those sprites, man, giving you the superpowers. It's a new concept, but we back on Fortnite, y'all. I know back in the day, we used to play when it first came out. The builds got a little crazy, and everybody kind of moved away from it. But they dropped that no build, and I've been back for a little bit. All these skins they got, the anime skins, the superhero skins, is all up my alley. So that brought me back right there. And then just the third person shooting, it's not as cheesy and as compy as Call of Duty. You know, people don't cheat as much, so, and you can get actual wins out of it. And it feels like, you know, this game's been around for a long time, so they're doing their thing, doing their part of keeping this game around, keeping it updated, keeping it fresh, and kind of moving out of the, it's for kids, and moving more so into, let's get all these Call of Duty people that are kind of falling off the game and want to put their faith in a company that actually cares about the players that play their games, and each season put a little something different in, instead of Call of Duty just kind of recycling the same game every year. I buy it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a fan of Call of Duty, but it's like, damn, bro, Like, if you don't play that shit like 100% of the time, and just keep up with it, you'll get lost in the shuffle. Cheesers are gonna cheese. If you don't buy the actual game and get that like 3 months early access to the game, when it changes in Warzone, you're behind by so much, and it was just so hard to catch up. So I kind of moved off of that. Again, Twitch, follow me. I'm trying to get that 50 followers so I can become an affiliate and post some of my streams onto my page on there too. If you go to Twitch right now, you'll see me on there. Really soon though, I will be streaming directly to YouTube, so it'll be on YouTube Live. We'll be on Twitch. I haven't really thought about the live on Instagram or live on TikTok or anything like that yet. That shit gets a little complicated, but check me out wherever you at. You probably can find the Best of Bias podcast doing a little bit of something, and I'd be remiss if I didn't tell you guys that right here at the beginning. But yeah, we get into new stuff, man. We be outside. Y'all see me taking a little time. I'm at every Valkyries game. You know what I'm saying? Season tickets, and I've become a real avid supporter. So if you guys are on the pages, either my page, SAC_Lydell, or my Best of Bias page, the podcast page, you'll see me there kind of with the people, man, trying to make a name for ourselves. We kind of trying to learn the inner workings of the building, man, because if we're going to be there for this year, try to re-up our tickets for next year, I kind of want to be a part of the festivities, man. It's like a second home now, being out there in San Francisco. I've never gone to San Francisco this much in my life. Now I'm a regular at the arena, you know, popping up, doing my thing, so I'm excited. If you're there anytime, hit your boy up because he's probably going to be there. I might miss a couple of Wednesday games because 3 games in a week is a little crazy for me to drive all the way to San Francisco. I ain't doing all that. But, you know, we got a lot of games on a Monday and a Saturday, Monday and a Friday. You'll definitely catch me there. You know what I'm saying? Representing the team. Catch me in my violet and purple. I was going to wear my Gabby Williams shirt today, but I wear that to the game, and I don't want to repeat the outfit for y'all. But hey, shout out to the Valkyries. Shout out to anybody who doesn't watch the WNBA yet. And you know, after the last 2 years are unrivaled and the valuation they got and the money they got this year, and the increase in salary, I think it's gonna get bigger and bigger. I know everybody's been Caitlin Clark this, Angel Reese that, but if you're not familiar, get to know a lot more players. There's a lot of players out there that are either in the WNBA, been in the WNBA for a long time. Get to know Asia Wilson. It's not you like Caitlin Clark, you like some of these younger players, but if you want to know what basketball, WNBA basketball is really about, study players like Asia Wilson. You know what I mean? You might have just got here now, and Asia Wilson's still balling, so you probably witnessed what's going on, but study players back past her too, because I feel like they're not going to really get the appreciation they deserve in the W once it reaches its prominence, just because these new age players are going to be the first ones that a lot of people see when all these new fans come in, and it's really easy to brush the legends in the past. So I love how they love to try to give all the vets and stuff their kudos and their flowers now before all the new ambassadors kind of take over and kind of, I don't want to say whitewash, but just kind of wash out all the older players, and we forget about those players that were holding it down in the shadows for so long. But now that the game has really come to the light and getting all the money, you know, I'm hoping that we all remember how we got here. I think a lot of the retired players that just retired recently are going to get like $14 million in back pay. I don't know, they just throw big numbers at us when it comes to the WNBA to make it seem like they're actually making a change for them. But I think it's like a lump sum of $14 million amongst all the vets that have recently retired. So I don't think it's like $14 million each. But it's a good gesture either way, because that increase of money that the new players are getting now would have never been possible without these older players. Seasoned players, I should say. I don't want to say older. That sounds bad, but shout out to the WNBA, man, because we be outside in our violet and purple. Ball holla, we be outside. We be outside. We may have, lost a couple of games. Olivia Miles out there hooping. Asia Wilson can't really do nothing about that. Some games we did lose, you know what I'm saying? Some mostly away games. We lost maybe 2 games with me at home. We're 7-5 right now, I want to say. Maybe 8-5 after beating Connecticut, I think. No, I think we're 8-5. Or 7-5 after beating Connecticut. I think we're 6-5. I don't know. But we doing good when we at home, but when we're away, it just seems like we kind of lose track of what the hell we're doing. The home court advantage and the home court encouragement from the fans really do help the players get juiced up, because it seems like when Gabby and KT are away, they don't be hooping as much as they do when they're at home. Ball Hall gives them that juice. You know what I'm saying? And I love it, man. I love being there. But hope you guys are doing well. Before we get into some nooks and crannies, the big points on the pod. Hope you guys are doing well. It has been hella hot out there. That could be a good thing or a bad thing, depending on your situation right now. I know it's kind of dire outside when it comes to finances, so everybody's doing what they can to stay within their means. And sometimes, hey, if it's hot out there, if that means not running the AC or just kind of being miserable right now, I feel sorry for you, and I hope it gets better, man. Hopefully things change really soon so you can take some vacations in the summer and not have to slave in this hot heat, because it's only going to get hotter every year. Every season is extreme. It's going to get more extreme. And with the tensions right now politically, of course, I don't really like to go super political on them and talk super political and things like that. But, hey, man, it's going to get worse before it gets better. You know what I mean? People outside beefing. People getting arrested, jail situations, inequality in those, even though it's always been present. I don't want to get too specific, but it's just shit that is just outside right now that's just causing everybody to be so divided. And I feel like the more I see on Instagram, the more algorithm I get into, I think it's all coded, and I'm starting to realize that. A lot of the social media shit, they're going to push that negativity to try to push political agendas, social agendas, and things like that. I just want everybody out there. I know it's me talking to you, and it could be my agenda that I'm trying to push on you, but I'm not. I'm just from person to person. Be careful what you intake out there. Be careful what you move for. Make sure you do thorough research before you make any actions, because they watching, they listening, they making sure you doing the right thing out there. Make a difference. I know it's hard to make a difference in the right way, but that's still possible, I feel like. What I'm saying? There's so many injustices, so many unfairnesses in the world, and it's being put to the forefront and in front of our eyes more than ever. But I'm hoping this new generation and the older generation as well can both come together and see that we're not going to let shit go like the past and have shit go the way it went in the past. We don't want to have to go to those super lows to learn and move forward to a better place. Before it gets down to the ultimate low, maybe we should come together now and just try to rise some shit up and make it better before... I know I just said sometimes it's going to get worse before it gets better, but that's the common thinking of it. If we can somehow think of ways to be together and figure this shit out. This is probably the most, I don't want to say the most, but like one of the most fucked up we've been as a country in a long time. And if there was any time for us to put aside our differences and try to fix our shit as a country, people are laughing at us, bro. Openly laughing at us and making a mockery of us and teaming up to make a mockery of us. And yet we're sitting here and just getting slapped in the face by people that are supposed to be for us, that don't love us and don't care about us, and rather see this country drove into the ground before it's brought up. And even, I mean, we have more money than a lot of countries and a lot more military power than a lot of other countries. But is that all that really matters? What about happiness? What about livable wages? What about, murder rates, shooting rates, things that actually matter? I understand nobody can fuck with us when it comes to military. They can't invade and do this and that, but when you have shit going on within your country that kind of resembles third world countries, it's time to look within. I feel like we're fighting the wrong battles. But who am I? Again, I don't really get political. I don't really know shit. I do know shit. I observe and intake shit. I feel like I'm a very smart person. I would never say that and dumb myself down like that. But when it comes to that shit, it's just a lot of it's opinion based. And though a lot of the times in some of these topics we should all have the same opinion, when it just comes to common decency, nobody's ever going to be dead set on the same opinion. Ever. Especially when there's shit that doesn't have a definite answer. And you leave it up to opinion and what people think, we're going to be going in circles forever. You know what I'm saying? So rather than fight with people to try to change their mind on something they're so dead set on, do what you can to make your point that much more thorough, that much more poignant, and that much more clear that you have a head on your shoulders and know what you're doing, and you're doing it in the right way. I don't know. Some people, mental health is a really big thing out there. Of course, I started with that. I hope everybody's mental health is okay. I know this probably isn't helping with that, but I like to chop it up with y'all sometimes. Just kind of chop it up. But, just common decency, just thinking about doing the right thing rather than doing what you think is right to benefit yourself, sometimes that judgment still matters. I just wish people still had that. You know, I don't know. And again, it comes back to the social media thing. I feel like people get famous off of not having decency, and that's what the money and that's what everybody pushes the fame and the notoriety to. So acting that way sometimes heeds good results for people. I don't know. We're just fucked up. And I'm just hoping that we can just change that. But anyways, let's get into some topics that you don't want to hear, you know, that aren't so heavy and so morbid. Let's get into some basketball, man. Is that what we're starting with? Twitch check-in. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Also, DreamCon is really soon. I keep bringing this up, man. DreamCon is around the corner. Thousands of people are going to be there. I don't know if people that are watching this podcast are actually going to see this, but or are going to be there. But if you are there, holla at your boy. Shout out the Best of Bias podcast. Shout out your boy Lydell Dinero. Hopefully, if it came across your algorithm somehow, and I'm there stuttering somewhere in your algorithm, hope you push play. Suggest me to a friend. Add me as a friend. See me at DreamCon. We can hang out and kick it, man. Second time. Shout out RDC, man. Though I'm older than you guys are one of the groups that, you know, made me believe in this streaming thing, made me believe in this podcast thing. At first, I'm not even gonna lie, I didn't really watch a lot of YouTube. I was one of those guys that was like, YouTube? What are you talking about, YouTube? Like, what are you gonna watch on YouTube? I think it's really before I got premium that I've realized that YouTube is such an amazing tool to find whatever you want to watch whenever you want to watch it, and just people that are making a living off of doing things like this and streaming like this is cool. I don't know. Just watching a group of people that have friends that are so supportive, that have the same idea and the same goal, and seeing it come together and elevate over the years, bro. One can only dream. And then Kai Cenat's Streamer University, like shit like that, man. The streamers that got in the forefront of it all, made a name for themselves, and just branching out in other ways, and trying to get other people, finding other ways to spread their knowledge. Other people get famous, put other people on, and we've seen it happen. And, a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people call it an easy way to make money. You're not really doing anything. You're just sitting behind a camera and talking. Bro, it takes... I'm not no big time streamer. I'm not the biggest YouTuber you can see by my follow count, even though you can't really... I wouldn't necessarily judge my ability to podcast or my ability to stream based on the amount of followers I have. I feel like I have heart in this. I feel like I do a lot of research, and I feel like I have the equipment and what it takes to do it. Just garnering that following and doing that groundwork that it takes for you to get your pop and get your hit and never giving up is kind of something that these guys have exemplified for the whole time that I've watched them. Like I said, I've never really watched people on YouTube. Like watching clips and stuff was all social media things. I can watch that on there. The ads kind of got on my nerves, but I kind of slowly started watching it. Bilu and Zeus were one of the first couple of people I watched doing it, and just the content that they had, just the camaraderie, just the fun that they had streaming. And then I started watching RDC. I saw their clips and stuff online, and then saw that they streamed a lot of games and stuff, and their online content based off of that. And I've been following all their videos ever since, which eventually led me to Tony Stedovici, Mike, Dre and Foster, you know, PG, and some of these, Dante. So a lot of these guys that are popular in streaming right now, you know, I kind of fell into, and I kind of feel like not to, you know, see somebody else doing it and kind of try to just automatically oversaturate the lane. You know, podcasting, streaming, that's something that rapping, something that people in our culture kind of do. They see one person doing it and they can automatically feel like they can do it too. Not saying that they shouldn't do it. It's just, you know, people kind of look at that and it's like, oh, you just want to do it because that person's doing it just because they made it. You can't make it. That's not how I am, though, bro. If I feel like I can do something, first of all, I'm not going to do something unless I feel like I can actually do it or be relatively good at it. That No, I kind of know myself in that aspect that if I see something I'm doing and I feel like I'm not gonna be good at it, I'm not gonna just waste my time in trying. If I feel like I'm not good, I know you'd be like, oh yeah, practice makes perfect. This and that. You're not gonna be perfect at anything. But if you don't feel comfortable doing something, your mind and heart's not really in it. You're gonna know that before you even try. Me personally, that's how I am. My time is my equity. My effort is everything. If I know that I'm gonna put an effort into something that I know I'm not gonna get anything out of, or I know the process of me doing it is not gonna be enjoyable, and once I complete it, it's not gonna be any gratification from that, I'm not gonna do that. And I feel like that's one of my talents and one of my superpowers in a way. I see my goal that I'm gonna achieve. I go for that goal. I feel like it's achievable, and I achieve it. If I fail sometimes, I find ways to pivot to still make that goal work. But if I know from get go that the effort I put in, the time that I put in, it's not gonna be worth it, or if I did it, I still would feel like I'm not the level that I want to be at it, in the time that I be at it, and doing it doesn't feel comfortable trying to learn. Yeah, I assess all that before I even try, and I just nix it already because, man, I'm 35 years old, chat. Not to age myself, but realistically, 45 years left on this earth. We about to make the most of this shit, chat. We ain't wasting no more time. Every second, every minute's gonna be accounted for, and that's kind of why I kind of open myself up and be like, I'm going to all these Valkyries games, bro. I'm podcasting every week. I don't care if everybody watches it or nobody watches it. This is for me. It makes me feel good, and it's something that if I'm persistent on, and as this market is booming, and I've seen people do this shit that I feel like don't even have half the talent that I have, but have the notoriety, have the people to back them, that blows their pages up. So I just feel like if I capitalize on the aspect that I know I can do, the other side will come really soon, and they'll notice all the work that I'm doing, and it'll all hit from there. And I wish the same for you guys. Whatever you're doing right now, don't give the fuck up. Do not give up no matter what people are saying to you. You know what I'm saying? You assessed that what you're doing is what you want to do, and you'll be good at it. You may not be good at it right now. Like us here, we started this podcast in 2019. It's 2026 right now. I'm not on TV. I'm not your biggest YouTuber yet. But slowly, I'm going to figure this shit out. I work a 9 to 5 at the same time as me trying to do the pod. You know, I'm not one of these podcasters or one of these YouTubers that I'm going to quit my 9 to 5 and jump full force into this because I feel like that if I spent all of my time doing this, it'd be better for me. Nah, man, I feel like I can do both. I can do both. I can work my 9 to 5, get the money I need to fund what I do here, do what I need to do here after I get off work when I have my free time. And the gratification of that is it's so rewarding. You can go on YouTube and look up any week from the past 4 years. You can find a podcast from me. That's my work. That's what I do. I may not be getting paid for it, but hey, I'm getting paid for my other job. That's fine. When this shit hits though, and people see the work that I put in, the type of shit that's gonna be happening in season 5, the shit that I'm gonna change in season 5. I got the green screen for the gaming videos about to go live. The gaming clips about to go live, about to go crazy. AKA, bro. Hope you ready, bro. I hope you ready, bro. We about to get this shit popping, bro. I'm sick of this shit, man. Everybody's just kind of looking at me like, Lydell, he's just doing shit. He's just putting out videos. Nobody's watching it. You got a 20 view count, bro. Shut the fuck up. I do this shit, man. I don't care what nobody say. You can downplay me all you want to, but I'm gonna be here when you fail. I'm gonna be here if you become successful. I'm still gonna be here. I ain't gonna quit just because of what the perception is. You feel me? And again, I hope that for everybody. And I hope everybody is doing great today and has that kind of aspect in tackling whatever they tackling this weekend, whether it be working out, saving a relationship, finding a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Rooting for your team in the NBA Finals, rooting for your team in the World Cup. You know what I'm saying? Because that's starting. I'm not too sure about the USA, but it's in the USA this year in LA. So I guess we kind of have to put on for the soil as much as possible. But France is looking good out there. But yeah. Anyways, talked all that talk. Let's talk about these NBA Finals, man. Me, you know how I'm rocking. I'm a Nuggets fan, so I reluctantly watch this shit anyways, man. I'm still kind of bitter about that stupid-ass Minnesota series. If we had Aaron Gordon and Peyton Watson healthy, we would have won. I don't care what nobody said. We shouldn't have lost with all those motherfuckers injured anyway. It's not about us right now. It's about these sorry-ass Spurs, bro. We got OKC up out of here. I get it. I'm very thankful for that for the Spurs, man. No repeat champions. All these teams are supposed to be dynasties after they won the championship. Yada, 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 yada. These talking heads, they don't know shit. The more and more I listen and watch every day and every season, I just know more. These motherfuckers really just be saying shit just to say shit, bro. Just saying shit. How? After 4 games of this NBA Finals, can you open your mouth and still say Wembanyama is the best player in the NBA? How? He's not better than Giannis. He's not better than Giannis. He's not better than Luka. He's better defensively than Luka. He's not better than Luka. We praise Cooper Flag on one end, give him Rookie of the Year, call him the hottest shit since hot fish grease. Maybe because he's an American player and not French like Wemby, but we still want to say Wemby is the best player in the world. You're not the best player in the world getting cooked by Karl Anthony Towns. You're not. Oh, yeah, Jokic got beat by Karl Anthony Towns. Well, he had him and Wemby to back him up to guard one player. They don't have... Karl Anthony Towns is playing... If he's not guarding Wemby one-on-one, you have Mitchell Robinson guarding Wembanyama one-on-one. This is supposed to be the best player in the world. Jokic would cook the hell out of Mitchell Robinson. He would cook the hell out of Karl Anthony Towns. 45 on their head tops. Easy. With 20 rebounds and 15 assists. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? We've seen 2 games already in this series where the Spurs seem to have winning the game. The first one, Wembanyama, the best player in the world, throws the ball at the point guard's back, turning it over with a couple seconds left in the game, up by 1. Who does that? Who does that? You're supposed to be the best in the world. Okay, we give him a pass. He loses his first game at home. They go in game 3, they win the game. They do. They win the game. They take a game in New York. Everybody's back on the Wemby hype. Yeah, he's the best player in the world. He's going to take his lumps, but he's going to take some time for him to mature. They're young players. He's going to take his lumps, la la la. I don't know. Mind you, I like Wemby. I do like Wemby. I like him. I'm not a Wemby hater because he's a good guy. He hangs out with the monks. He's telling kids not to drink soda. Da da da. He's a role model for the kids. Blah blah blah. But he has this on-court persona who kind of gives off holier than thou. No pun intended with the monk shit. What are we going to do? I don't know. We're either going to do one thing. We're going to go and do something really bad and lose, or we're going to do something really good and win. I can't get too high. I can't get too low. I get it. You think you have the perfect response to everything. You and SGA, perfect response guys. You don't want to see the media you be too hot. See the media have you be too cold. I get it. You want to be that guy. But then when you follow that up on the court, you're shoving people. You're pushing people, elbowing people in the neck. I get it. Basketball gets rough. People are soft. It's not the worst thing in the world. But at the same time, you're trying to give off this, oh, I'm so peaceful. I'm just playing basketball. Basketball, it means a lot. But at the same time, playing basketball the right way, winning the game, dominating your opponent, but doing it the right way matters so much. But yet, on the court, you're going crazy and just showing that this team is frustrating you and getting under your skin. When you're getting under their skin and you're up by 29, you're pointing to your head, talking shit to everybody on the court. But when you lose a game off of blatant mistakes by you, you want us to feel bad for you and give you back the young card. No. once you grab this title or people give that title to you as best player in the world, you have to show that every game. He has gotten the most pass with. If Jokic was given, you know how long it took for people to call Jokic the best player in the world, and then if he had one bad game, and the bad game would be 21, 15, and 15, they'd be like, "Oh, is he really the best player in the world after all? He must not be that good. I'm not, Embiid might be better than him. We should give Embiid." When's the last time we see Embiid play a full season? Besides that MVP year where he didn't play in Denver and barely played against Jokic at all. Like, I don't know, man. All these talking head motherfuckers just want to be the first person to say something. Wemby's 19. Everybody knew he was going to be good, but you're the one to say, oh, Chris Broussard. You're the one to say, oh, he's the best ever. Oh, he's Colin Cowherd. You know what I'm saying? Guys that I sit here and watch, and I respect their opinions on everything, especially Chris Broussard. He's the basketball guy. Bruh, you put all your eggs in that Wemby basket, he looks terrible, bro. He doesn't even look like the best big. Like, I get it. Wemby's in the playoffs right now, so you don't see a lot of these other bigs out there, but everything Wemby has been doing, even throughout the season, this nigga's been hurt. So even throughout the season, there's been centers doing monumentally better things than Wemby has been doing. But Wemby will come and get 5 blocks in the game, and he's the best player in the earth. What? Just because Jokic can't have 5 blocks a game and he gets scored on, he's not good? He's not the best player in the world? Though he may get scored on and a random ass Hartenstein may score 25 in one game, Jokic is still going to score 33, 20, and 10. No matter what. So just because the other players score points against him, Jokic isn't good. This is happening to Wemby every game. Yet, Wemby is perfectly unscathed, scoring 22 points with 16 free throws, going 4 for 19. If Jokic ever did that, they'll be trying to crucify this man. But this is not all about the Spurs. I want to congratulate the Knicks because the Knicks this season did blast us by 41 game. Jalen Brunson continues to show the league that size doesn't matter. It's about the motion in the ocean. But yeah, that man be moving, bro. It surprises me, one, that the Mavericks even wanted to trade him. They look stupid. Well, we already know how stupid they are. But at the same time, it's like every shot on the court, no matter who it is, I've seen him take shots over Wemby. Perfect art. Just go right in the hoop. The team that they put together, again, we were first kind of like, oh, they're putting the Villanova boys together. Is it really the smartest thing to do? Is it really going to work? This is not college. Everybody kind of, after the loss to the Pacers last year, they didn't believe. But this year, it took a different step, man. It all came together. The defense, no matter what lead teams have against them, they tend to walk them down and come back with the defense of Hart, Alvarado, OG Anunoby, sometimes Karl Anthony Towns, Mikal Bridges, Landry Shamet. Like, they're all coming together and they're hiding the defensive deficiencies of Jalen Brunson, of some of the other players that aren't able to really. They have Jordan Clarkson, like people that just get buckets, you know what I mean? And that's what you need in times of, if you're playing a really good defensive team like the Spurs, there's veteran playmakers that have been on teams before, have been tasked with scoring the ball. Jordan Clarkson, he was scoring that ball on Utah last year. He was just shooting when at will. Mikal Bridges, they've been waiting to unlock his offensive game. OG Anunoby's been a godsend, having the extra special block at the end of game 4 and the tip in to win the game. Like, the Raptors, what were you doing? The Nuggets were trying to get OG Anunoby. I always bring back to the Nuggets, you notice that. But OG Anunoby was a want for the Nuggets for a long time. Never pulled the trigger, but then the Raptors went ahead and traded R.J. Barrett for OG Anunoby, just sent R.J. Barrett back to Canada. And hey, man, they have 3-1 now. Two big comebacks. It should be 2-2 necessarily right now for the Spurs, but they give up games themselves. They're young players that aren't ready for the moment, man. Castle's fouling everybody. De'Aaron Fox not dribbling the ball out, being the veteran on the team. You should have known that. getting swatted by LG and be giving the Knicks the opportunity to win that last game. With those fans going as crazy as they are in the Knicks arena, and you having them by 29 in Game 4 and not being able to close the deal. Yeah, is this eventually a wrap? It's a wrap. It's a wrap for the Spurs. I don't want to be that guy to say it's over before it's over, because we've seen people come back from 3-1 before, but the Knicks are completely in the Spurs' head. The Spurs do have 2 more games at home. If they can win those games and win one in New York, they can win it. But I don't know. They already got 2 stolen from them at home. I don't think they can win. I think they've been discouraged. The fans, before the Spurs left New York, Wemby got hit in the head with the egg. Those fans are just going crazy. Though, I want the Spurs to lose. I always want the Western Conference team, whoever it is, to lose if the Nuggets aren't going to win it. But then again, it's like, when the fans are acting like that, I know it's been 53 years or it hasn't been since 19s, whatever. It's been 53 years since you guys won the championship. That don't mean you beat up the other team's fans, throw eggs at players, tear apart the city, man. I know you guys won some shit before. I know it's been a long time, but goddamn, I don't know if you guys want the reputation to be winners like that, bruh. Chill out a little bit. Beating people up, ripping their jerseys. Jerseys are like $100, $200, $150. So you just to go up and rip somebody's jersey, tell them to take it off, try to take it away from them, bro. Y'all is wildin'. Enjoy y'all victories. Y'all probably gonna win a championship, but don't do it this way, because y'all don't want to be in the news for the wrong situations. I know they're gonna love Brunson, love Karl Anthony Towns and all that shit regardless. The Timothy Chalamets of the world, that's who they're gonna highlight as far as fandom goes. But on social media, this is who we see, just random fans that have nothing to do with the team, not rich and famous, not gonna gain any notoriety out of wilding out like that. Bro, just chill a little bit, man. It's not really much for me to say on the game, bro. I'm just ready for next season to start and ready for this summer to come up and ready for this football to start, because I've never seen a team blow NBA Finals this bad in a long time. 29 points is the worst shit I've ever seen. Biggest comeback in NBA Finals history. They don't even deserve to play another game, bro. Nobody's ever going to think they're going to win a game. Like, it's hard to be motivated as a fan or a player when shit like that goes down. Mitch Johnson, I don't know who the hell that is that stepped in for Pop after he stepped down for health reasons. But I don't know how we thought this guy was going to be the guy that's going to take them over the top. Mike Woodson, Mike Woodson's coaching him under a rock right now. Yeah, it's just ugly. It's ugly all the way around, and I don't know. Hopefully the Spurs can win. I don't know. Hopefully the Spurs can take it 7. I just don't think. I just think the Knicks might win the next game. But if not next game, they're definitely going to win in New York. And if they don't win in New York, it's going to be a riot. I hope the Spurs can get up out of there, because that's crazy, man. But anyways, off that basketball shit, you'll hear about basketball more when the finals MVP comes. Who knows who's going to win MVP? They'll probably give it to Brunson. They're saying that Cat deserved it, but I think OG Anunoby is the one that should be winning it. But no more GOAT talk for Wemby. Brunson is better than Wemby, bro. Get out of here, Wemby. You're not even top 5 right now, bro. You're not even top 5. Please, please, please. Get in the weight room. Get inside the paint. Stop shooting threes all the time, and maybe you'll be the best in the world. But you're not ready for that yet. You're not ready for the big bodies in the league, bro. You're not ready for those. Is he better than Lauri Markkanen? I don't know. I ain't ready for that decision. But is he? NFL, please, 49ers fans, stop with this Mike Evans shit. Stop with this Mike Evans shit, bro. I'm trying not to flash right now. I'm really trying not to flash. But all this posting of Mike Evans shit is fucking fake. Excuse my language, but it's fucking fake. Y'all know nothing about Mike Evans outside of fucking fantasy football. I'm telling you right now, if I've never heard you utter a good word about Mike Evans ever, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Mike Evans is, I don't want to hear you. Bro, I'm sorry. This makes me so upset. I don't want to hear a peep about Mike Evans from a 49ers fan. Because there's nothing you can tell me. Nothing you can tell me. I'm going to be so upset. Mike Evans don't tell me what Mike Evans can do. Don't tell me. You don't know what Mike Evans, you don't know. I know for a fact you don't know. I know for a fact. Oh my! They don't appreciate it. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve it. I'm just gonna say they don't deserve Mike Evans. They don't deserve him. They ain't struggle like. It's hard to talk about because he deserves to be on a good team. Though I wish on the way out he doesn't take every opportunity he can to diss the team. I get it. Bowles is Bowles, and he fucked up his last season. But he was hurt a lot. You know, I think he would have got that 1,000 yards, or we would have been in a better position if he was healthy the full year. He fucking got a concussion and broke his clavicle in the same play. So, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? But it was so terrible in Tampa. The coaching was bad. I didn't get my opportunities. Like, bro, we have some dogs. We have some dogs. And you're getting older. We can't just force feed you the ball like Tom Brady did every play. I get it. You know what I mean? Emeka Egbuka's coming. Jalen McMillan didn't play last year with the neck injury. Came back. He's coming. Chris Godwin's a dog. Tez Johnson's a dog. Like, I get it. We have niggas in there, and you're not going to get the ball every play, and you don't like that. So you decide to go to the 49ers where you feel like you can get the ball from Brock Purdy a lot. I don't know, man. I'm not going to – it's not going to be a bash, the 49ers tour, because I respect everything they got going. John Lynch is our guy. I'm never going to diss him. Yeah. All right, Diamador Lenore, Oregon boy. They got Jordan James over there, Oregon boy. They always had DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead, Oregon boys. So they've been had some ties that I fuck with since they drafted Michael James back in the day, bruh. But this Mike Evans thing hits too close to home. Like these fans is tweeting and posting like this nigga's been on the team for years. They see him catching the ball at training camp. They're reposting articles. George Kittle saying he's cooking everybody in practice. Is that good, bro? Is that good? A 33-year-old receiver, first year on the team, is cooking all your DBs that you guys had for years over there, cooking them? It's just OD. It's OD. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I really do. People can hate. They can diss. Baker Mayfield diss. Brock Purdy better than Baker Mayfield? First round pick, last pick in the draft. I already know you 49. I can hear you 49ers fans like, yeah, of course he's better than. Is he? Do you really believe that, or is it just your guy? I don't know. But we're gonna see, dog. We got some dogs. Kenneth Gainwell, Bucky Irving, a fully healthy line, a receiving core that goes 5 deep. We just got Ted Hurst out of Georgia State that nobody knows about. That's gonna replace Mike Evans. Young pup, 6'5". He ran a 4.3 though. He ran a 4.5 like Mike. Not saying he's better than Mike or gonna be better than Mike, but we got some size out there to replace him with 4 other utility receivers that can run around. K. Dotton, offensive line is back though. All those defensive improvements, those additions to the defense that we needed. Defensive line, Ashawn Robinson. We drafted Ruben Bain. Muhammad from the Lions we brought in. Who else we got? Anzalone. We brought in to replace Levante David. We drafted Josiah Trotter. Drafted a nickel dog from Miami, Keontae Scott. Still got Benjamin Morrison. Still got Jacob Parrish in their second year at corner. Paid Zion McCollum as a second year after he got paid. Still got J.J. Roberts, who performed really well in the preseason but got hurt last year. Still got Tyke Smith and Antoine Winfield. So our DBs are solid. You know what I'm saying? Savassier Dennis is going to take a little bit. You know, I don't know about you, brother. But with that defensive line, with Vita Vea, Kalijah Cansey, David Walker coming back, was supposed to be a dog coming out of Montana State before he fucked his pectoral up last year. He's coming back to be an outside linebacker as well with Yaya Diaby. There's going to be some dogs out there in defense. We got a practice taken away from us at OTAs because they said we was going too hard at practice, bro. This season's going to be real. And though Mike Evans is on the 49ers now, and the 49ers are so happy that they finally got a receiver, a number 1 receiver, even though they have to steal our hearts in the process, bro. Bro. Can I find that real quick? Let me find something real quick. Let me talk to the people. Let me talk to the people, bro. Let me talk to the people. This guy right here. This guy, he's not a 49er, bro. This is just like that one stop, just like Randy Moss on the Raiders, just like Jerry Rice on Seattle. It don't mean shit, bro. This is what he is. This is where he's gonna make the Ring of Honor. This is how he's gonna make the Hall of Fame. Playing for this squad right here, bro. He's one of one. That 49er shit is bunk. It's fake. Who fucking... He left his highs dry. But fantasy football, Best of Bias Fantasy League will be coming up soon, 2026. Wait on it. You know what I'm saying? Draft is going to be sick, man. All these shakeups throughout the season have made it that much better. I can't wait for it, man. Football's coming soon, but it's still a little far away. We got till September, but training camps and OTAs are starting now. Basketball is whatever, but World Cup is starting. So USA... I'll talk about more games as the games start going and the round play starts going through. I don't think the games have started yet, but as it goes, as the games pop up all around, all over the country, or is it in the Bay Area? I don't know where all the games are going to be, but they're going to be in the United States somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Before we get to the big game, so. Enjoy that. I'll get more on the soccer as it comes, but pop culture wise, not much. We just got that Love Island. I know you guys were watching on Peacock, you know what I'm saying, last year and the year before, actually in the season before that. It's been some great seasons, man. It's been getting really big in popularity. The watch parties, the integration of the males and the females watching. It started off as a female show. Now a lot of the guys are getting involved and watching the show. Hope you guys are enjoying this season. It is a lot. It is a lot. Watching people make out and have dumbass conversation. It's like the dating world nowadays has just gone down so much, bro. It's like we're just gonna have sex and make out and shit off of barely any conversation. These people have probably known each other for, like, at this point, we're 8 episodes in. So I would think in maybe 2 or 3 weeks they've known each other, and they're tasked with finding another person in the house for them to match up with and presumptively find love. But throughout the show, they bring in other guys and girls to try to tempt the person that you made a couple with to go away from that couple and try something out. Because essentially the whole thing is for you to find somebody for yourself. You're not supposed to be necessarily closed off to the point where you're not experiencing new things, blah, 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 blah. That just kind of gives people excuses to fuck around with other people, make out with other people on camera in front of everybody. And just, it's a social experiment, essentially. And that's what I like about it. I'm not too fond of watching people kiss. I hate that shit, actually. I think it's like the most disgusting thing in the world. Hey, I like to kiss, don't get me wrong. But to watch people kiss is probably my least favorite thing to do on this planet. Like, why are you watching somebody kiss? It's always the most awkward thing, because if you don't kiss that person often, it's just like awkward energy right away. And just techniques and shit like that, and the person receiving the awkward technique is just weird. It seems really cuckish to watch people make out in the fashion that they do on Love Island. they'll do little challenges to make the most freaky challenges. Take this fucking soda, drink it, spit it in his mouth, tell him he's bad at sex, tell him your favorite sex position, and then kiss him and then walk away. I'm like, what the fuck? Go make out with that person, go ride on his lap, then go in that closet. Then a person might pop out the closet and kiss you, but not tell you not to go tell the person you just made out with. But it's all for the love of the game. Huh? And then if you are in a relationship with somebody, oh, I want to kiss your girl. Huh. You can't be mad. It's a game. Oh, I've kissed him. I can't not kiss him. It's part of the game. What? Bro, that's why I can't be on this show, bro. If I matched up with a girl and she's like, oh, I'm going to go talk to him now. I'm going to see what that's about. Is that okay? We can be... No, you go talk to him. That'll be the last time you talk to me. I'm going to go talk to Fantasia over there and see what's good with Fantasia, and we can just end this thing right now because, yeah, I ain't about to be, tasting this other nigga's tonsils and having him look at me all crazy because he made out with my girl, and I'm sitting here acting like this is supposed to be my girl and my wife, yet you tonguing her down every chance you get, and y'all, I'm not built like that. I'm not built like that. But the cast, man, is pretty cool. I like Casey. You know what I'm saying? You always gotta go root for the brothers on the team unless they're cheese balls, like some of the people from the last season. But Casey and Anaya, I like their couple, but I kind of feel like Casey might drift away a little bit if some bombshells come into the house that are kind of his skin, or not his skin, his style. He was looking at Soul when he came in, but I think he's into the chocolate a little more than the light skinned girls. But who knows? I don't really know. I don't know him like that. But maybe he's just sticking with Anaya because her dad was in the NBA, played for the Nuggets, by the way. Maybe that's just something that he sees like, it's convenient for him now and keep him in the game. I don't know. Or maybe he really likes them. I like them as a couple. You know what I mean? But some of these people are just in here to be in here. Kata and Zach, I forgot his brother's name that was on the season last year. I don't know. I think Kata is just into him because he has that British accent. I don't know. I don't really see how that relationship is so strong. Zach is already backing off because Kata's on his nuts super hard and trying to get locked in. But Zach saw the bombshells and was like, I'm trying to fuck with them. And he's like, oh, now I feel like I'm Kata's boyfriend already and it's only been a couple of days and that's not what I'm here for. Brother, suck it up. You got a bad one with you. You're trying to win some money. It's not that serious. You better just take this bad one and act like you in a good relationship for this $500,000 or however much money you get. And if it's not working afterwards, bite that bullet and do something different. I don't think just because you want a girl with bigger titties or a bigger butt than Kata or because that has to be what it is now because you barely even met the other girls. Like, just based off of first looks, you're just already willing to throw away the baddie based on some... I get it. You have the right to experience it because it's not your girlfriend, but at the same time, if the baddie is locking in with you and you have a chance to win money and America's voting on the best couple, I would just kind of lean in just to try to win the game. I know it's bad. It's about love at the end, but you really think you're going to find love switching to a bitch that was kissing on everybody else? Like... I know that girl came in the bombshell with the big knockers, bigger than Kata, so it gives you something you're intrigued in, but stop being so, you know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for? I don't want to say misogynistic because it's not misogynistic to want what you want, but I don't want to say materialistic either because body parts aren't really material, but you know what I mean. Y'all seen Soul and the other girl. Y'all know what I mean. Yeah, they ain't as voluptuous. I mean, Kata's not as voluptuous as those two, and you can maybe see her getting a little more clingy as she gets worried about the other girls that come into the house that cause her to act that way. I don't know. I don't know. But Beatrice and Gabe is kissing everybody, young Marcus Mariota. Beatrice, I feel sorry for her. I get it, because she does have that disability, and she's probably really insecure about that. And she came in with Invisalign braces. So, not being shallow or anything, but that's tough. Those are tough situations that come into a dating game where you're basically based off of initial looks and an initial conversation. People decide if they want to be with you or not. So that's already tough for her as it is. And this dude Gabe just wants to kiss anything walking. He already kissed Soul. Soul shut him down. He gonna kiss the other girl. He gonna kiss anybody possible until he kisses everybody. He ain't ready to be in a relationship. He just want to kiss people. Beatrice is just trying to be loved and try to find love, and she deserves it. But her and Melanie going at it is already gonna paint her in a bad light. And if she continues to be bitchy like that, I don't know if people are gonna really like her that much. Kinsey and Corbin, I don't know. Corbin's just there to be there. He don't know what he want to look like. He got stuck with Kinsey. That's why he picked her. But Kinsey's about to pick that new cowboy dude, Caleb, I think his name is. I don't really know what his name is, but he looks like a Caleb. But she about to go with him anyways, which is going to leave Corbin up for grabs. Sincere is probably going to switch to Soul after Melanie's been playing in his face. You guys, Melanie is the topic of discussion, man. I thought I was in the minority with not liking her just the way she was moving on Sincere. Kissing Corbin, jumping at any other dude she has the chance to get in his face and act like she's interested in to make Sincere apparently jealous or just not give a fuck about how he feels about shit. And Sincere just sitting there and just chilling and just kind of taking it on the chin, being cool for TV and not to look like he's blowing up in front of everybody in the house. Nah, you're playing it too cool, my guy. She's disrespecting you in your face, and she's taking advantage of the fact that you can't blow up on TV, and you're a guy, and you're supposed to be the cooler head in this situation. She's using that to her advantage, and anytime you want to get up out of that and see somebody else or do exactly what she's doing to you, she want to throw a fit and get mad and act like she'll never talk to you again. But nah. It's bad now. Bombshells came in and it's 2 girls. If he chooses her and she's coupleless, she'll take her ass home, just like the cop dude. You know what I mean? So she switched up real quick. When she got in that argument with Beatrice, she wanted to hug all up on Sincere. Oh, I think he's cute, and all I said was this, and I was trying to get his attention because he was my type. Bitch, I don't want to hear about none of that. Is you gonna be with me or not? I'm not about to be the nigga that you sit here and talk about other dudes too and how much you like other dudes too. This is not Friendship Island. This is not that. So I'm not about to sit here and talk to you about this other nigga. So if you trying to be with me, that's cool. You sad right now, that's cool. But if you have to use this for me to be like, oh, I forgive you for the shit that you've been doing, you got denied, you can come back over here and chill with me until the next thing comes. Nah, I don't care what America thinks about that because America should be on my side anyways. I've been holding this girl down. I've been honestly locked in since day one. I haven't been trying to move around. All I did was pull Kato to the side to talk about some pizza. And you thought, I told you that I cheated on a girl back in the day, and you got mad like it was you that I cheated on. Shit is crazy. And the flip, man, the manipulation's at an all-time high. So that's the reason why I like the show, man. It's just people trying to get shit like that off. People seeing how manipulation in relationship works. People see how manipulation in the dating game works and how hard it is to actually date people nowadays when the conversation is as deep as, are you a dog guy or you're a cat guy? Oh, what kind of fish do you like? Like, what the fuck, bro? I get it. Like, it's a dating show, but you guys can talk like you're regular people. You don't know each other, but talk like you're regular people. There's cameras on you, but talk like you're regular people. Like, half these people on here have no personality. Like, this Bryce and Trinity, the fakest relationship ever. The wannabe Nick and Olandria type shit. Trinity, I'm sorry, but you're not Olandria. And Bryce, brother, you're about to get eliminated, bro. Because I don't know. Trinity might switch up because they're gonna bring in another dude, Bombshell. Trinity's gonna switch up. Kenzie's gonna take the cowboy, and they're just gonna get Bryce up out of here, unless Melanie's fucking partnerless too, because Melanie deserves to be partnerless. She deserves to be partnerless. She's moving crazy. You had a partner. You had a match. You had one. But now at the end of the last episode, he has to still smooches. He went in the little sanctum sanctorum, whatever the speakeasy, whatever that shit is, and they had to lock the door out of fear of her coming by, and she came the fuck by. Shit is nuts, man. I ain't gonna Love Island y'all to death, but it's out right now. It's out on Peacock. Go check it out. Hella drama. Hella fucking sexual bullshit as well, though. Ariana, I think Ariana is the host name. She be looking good. But, hey, it be going down on there, bro. But, to more pressing shit I be watching, bro. I went to the movies and saw Scary Movie 6. It was good. It was crazy. I forgot how crazy the Scary Movie movies were. White chicks. This movie was basically... It had the comedic speed of Naked Gun, so there's like gags every 5 seconds. They wanted to warn everybody before the movie started that they're going to go super racial, and they didn't give a fuck about how people felt about it. They're going to talk about white people. They're going to talk about other races. They're going to talk about other sexual orientations. They're going to go full force. They're going to make fun of movies. They're going to make fun of people in famous social scenes. They're going to do that, and they touched on every single part of it. I saw it matinee with a bunch of white people myself, so when they were making all the white people jokes, I was kind of looking around around to see if they kind of like thought they were funny at all. I thought they were funny. Of course, there are a lot of stereotypes that people think about in the black community. So to see a bunch of white people in the theater kind of laugh at some of them were kind of funny. You kind of laugh at yourself sometimes. It's interesting to see them do that. You know, people laugh at themselves. So of course, there's black jokes all over the place, and they laughed at all the black jokes, laughed at all the Hispanic jokes, laughed at all the gay jokes. So if you're in that movie, you're definitely able to take a joke and have one brush off your back as well. Actually had the best box office this weekend, and it went up against He-Man, which I didn't see because I knew Masters of the Universe wasn't going to be good, bro. That was 1983 or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? That's older than me. So anything past the 90s right now, older people ain't going to the movies like that. They ain't gonna go see. So yeah, it may have come out a little too late. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to catch the 90s babies, like the Sonics, the Pokemons, those kind of nostalgic things, you could probably hit right now. But a He-Man movie with a super budget, I don't know exactly what the budget was. I think it was like $200 million, and only to make 29 domestically and 55 million globally in the first opening weekend is bad compared to the 55 million domestically that Scary Movie 6 made, and the 105 globally that it made on a $30 million budget. So the Wayans made their shit back. It was welcomed and supported like it was supposed to. Scary Movie 3 and 4 wasn't the Wayans brothers. The franchise supposedly got taken from them, and that's why they weren't in the last couple. So with them being back and able to do Scary Movie and do Scary Movie 6, they actually touched on that super meta in the movie. But all the cameos, Kai Cenat being in it, they did all the cameos in funny ways. All the older people from Scary Movie 1, Scary Movie 2, Doofy, Sydney, everybody, Ray, Shorty. I forgot Regina Hall's character's name, but she was in it as Ray's girlfriend. But of course, Ray was the whole running bit in Scary Movie is Ray is gay, Sean Williams' character. So it was crazy. It was a nuts movie, and I really enjoyed it. Had a really good time. A lot of laugh out louds. Definitely something you should see in the theater to support. But plot wise, it wasn't the best movie in the world, but I enjoyed it thoroughly. It was like really good to me. I'd go see it again on matinee, and I'm definitely gonna see it when it comes out. Watch it with my family because this shit was really good. And it just starts a streak of movies that are gonna be in theaters in the next coming weeks that I'll be watching and reviewing for you guys. So, you know, I'm ready for it. We've been waiting for it. The summer blockbusters are back. This weekend we have Disclosure Day from Steven Spielberg, the Alien movie with Emily Blunt. I'm excited to see that. Going to check it out, man, and be ready to review that with you guys along with everybody else in the podcast and content world. They're probably going to review that. So I'll have that ready for you guys. Hopefully I'll get somebody to talk about it. Maybe I'll get somebody to be a guest on that episode. I'm supposed to have a guest for season 5 right now. Hopefully season 5, put some balloons outside. Some confetti fall for season 5, man. I'm telling you, something's going to change for season 5. I promise. It's going to be some new shit. It's not going to be exactly the same as season 4, but we'll get some new shit. But again, we have hella movies to go see, so we'll definitely be talking about those in succession. We have Toy Story coming out the weekend after on June 19th. We have Supergirl coming out June 26th, and we have Odyssey coming out July 17th, and I think Spider-Man comes out soon after that. So weekly we'll have movie reviews for you, good movies you guys are going to want to see, want to hear about, hear my reactions for. So I got those for you. Hopefully I'll get some guests to talk about those with you. Go see Scary Movie. Again, it's super fun, super funny. It's crazy though, because it's like Scary Movie I kind of think about more than Scream when it comes to the Ghostface mask. You know what I mean? It's more prominent to me, though I've watched a lot of the Scream movies, and there are 7 Screams out right now. Scary Movie is more the prominent Ghostface mask to me. The wise eye, you know what I'm saying? All that shit. But anyways, go see it. But also, what I'm watching right now before we get up out of here, Apple TV Plus has been on a tear right now. You already know how I'm rocking with all the shows that I suggest for you guys to watch on there right now. Cape Fear. 3 episodes right now. I don't know if it's based off a movie because I know there's a movie called Cape Fear as well. Really good premise. There's a couple who seemingly has a good family, but all of a sudden, they're both lawyers. But the mom lawyer is a defense attorney, and then the father is a prosecutor. Supposedly, they sent to jail a guy who murdered his wife and family, or wife and unborn child. But the main woman, was defending the guy that goes to jail. But the person she married was the prosecutor that sent him to jail. But they married after he lost the case and ended up going to jail for 17 to 20 years. I think he got 20 years. She convinced him to take a guilty plea, and they gave him 20 years for that. And then soon after, she married the prosecutor. So that kind of already looks bad. And then after a while, I think it came out that this lady kind of confessed to killing the guy's wife and unborn child, and the guy had been in jail as an innocent person this whole time. But I think he really did kill him. He just got out of jail on some crazy circumstances because this guy's kind of like a devil worshipping kind of weird guy. But you know, after everything he went through, after his family got killed, you kind of seeing how he became this way. But me personally, spoiler alert, I kind of feel like, because she is pregnant while she's defending this guy before he goes to jail for killing his wife and unborn daughter, and as she's marrying the prosecutor, she was pregnant, and she actually gave birth before she married dude. So she was already pregnant, and they have a daughter in the show that was the baby that was pregnant. She was pregnant within this, My thing is, she was the guy's lawyer this whole time. I feel like she had an affair with her client. That child she was pregnant with and ended up having, who's a main character in the show, is actually this dude's daughter, which is going to turn everything on its head once... I think she knows that, so she's being kind of weird about him being out of jail and some of the shit that he's saying and going public about the case. Because it's something fishy. It's like, how are you going to represent the guy and then go marry the prosecutor that put him in jail in the first place after the guy took a 20-year plea deal? It was just kind of nuts. But I think the daughter that she was pregnant with during the case was really the main guy's daughter. And he's mad about that after he gone and married the prosecutor, had a happy little family while he was sitting in jail for a murder he's maybe didn't commit. I'm not sure. But that's Cape Fear. That's out right now. And Widow's Peak, a weird-ass horror show that's on Apple TV Plus as well, about this island that is supposedly haunted, and it was some crazy-ass deaths on the island, and the spirits and shit stayed there. And it's not a little island that people come to vacation, but lately it's been getting hella weird over there, and it's trying to unravel the mystery of the island and some shit that went on in the past, and figured out that weird shit happens to these descendants of this person that lived on the island a long ass time ago that was murdered. And it was a curse that was put on the family, and over the years all the descendants of that family died due to curses that came down and shit that happened on the island. And there was just one living descendant left on that family that lived on that island, and hella shit's going down on that island due to that descendant being around and kind of being involved with the people there. So it's a good show. I don't want to give away too much on that one. Go watch that too. It's on Apple TV Plus right now, where you can watch a lot of good shows. A lot of good shit on there, man. Go binge watch that shit. It's a lot of good content out there for you to watch, man. And I talk about a lot of it. So just pushing some P for y'all to go out there and check out. But yeah, that is the end of the pod, where I like to let you guys know, or this is the end of the pod, where I like to let you know where to find me at. It's SAC_Lydell on the Instagram, Patrick_Lydell on the Snapchat. If you're looking for the podcast stuff, it's Best of Bias Podcast, wherever you find this podcast at. You see Growly, the bear with the glasses on, that's me. You already know. Best of Bias Podcast on Instagram, Best of Bias Podcast on TikTok, and of course, Best of Bias Podcast on YouTube. And don't forget to like and share, subscribe, tell your friends about it, hit that bell so you don't miss a new pod. If you want to be on the pod, hit me up anywhere you find me, YouTube, Instagram, personally if you know me, and Twitch, man. Lydell_Dinero 22 on Twitch. Join me on there. A lot more gaming, streaming videos coming. Gonna finish 007, killing people in Fortnite, you know what I'm saying? New Madden's coming out, 2K is coming out. I'm gonna be streaming everything, so help me get to that 50 followers so I can become an affiliate and get you guys more content on that app too. But yeah, it's for episode 488, season 5, and it be your boy Lydell Dinero. And that's it, y'all. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Stay out of the heat. Like I always like to say, go love on somebody. Enjoy each other out there, because the world is crazy, man. Y'all be safe. Lydell Dinero out. Where that theme song at is right here. It's the best of bias. You need the earful, you should try us. From pop culture to the movies to unite us. It's the best of bias. Best of bias. Yeah, it's the best of bias.